from you got me aching, wishing I could fly to your location. I'd stay awake but I see daylight, but I've been loving all the time. Can you place your bed next to mine? I know we got our things to do, but my days are better made when doing nothing with you. My duo all time, all night, laughing on my FaceTime. We may talk fictional, but you're my real life.
I could take you out sometime, but you can't sit on my Spotify. Baby, I've been saving for that one-way flight, but for now let's play a game and kill some time. I said cool, it's a weekday. I can kick your ass in bowling, that's an instant replay. Ooh, we on we play. I be trying to find a lookalike, but they just don't just saying cool. It's a weekday. Think I'm falling for you, baby. I'm about to hit that upbeat. Ooh, but it's a weekday, and I got classes in the morning, so I gotta go to sleep, babe. You don't need to tell me all the things you wanna do. Baby, you should come on over, we could see it through. You don't gotta lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, yeah, baby. You don't need to tell me all the things you wanna do. Baby, you should come on over, we could see it through. You don't gotta lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, yeah, baby. You don't see what I see. Honestly, I'm sick of all this energy. When you come over, all that we do is argue all day and night. Why don't we right away forget about everything? I'm sick of this misery. I just wanna be, yeah. You don't need to tell me all the things you wanna do. Baby, you should come on over, we could see it through. You don't gotta lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, yeah, baby. You don't need to tell me all the things you wanna do. Baby, you should come on over, we could see it through. You don't gotta lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, lie to me, yeah, baby. I'm over it. You've been defined just for the night. Why don't we ride away, forget times. Don't think I've ever been right, but I take my chances on you. Lose all face if I have to. I don't have much to lose, but I'm still scared of you refusing. So instead of stars, I've been wishing on you. Fuck astrology, can I be your boo? Who needs someone when I could get lost in you? I'm on over all my cool for two. Instead of stars, I've been wishing on you. Fuck astrology, can I be your boo? Who needs someone when I could get lost in you? I'm on over all my cool for two. Baby, I don't understand what you mean when you look at me like that. What I do to hear that you like me back. Ask you if you wanna dance. If you say no, then I'll pretend I misspoke and hang up the phone. But I'll take my chances on you. Lose all face if I have to. I don't have much to lose, but I'm still scared of you refusing. So instead of stars, I've been wishing on you. Fuck astrology, can I be your boo? Who needs someone when I could get lost in you? I'm on over all my cool for two. Instead of stars, I've been wishing on you. Fuck astrology, can I be your boo? Who needs someone when I could get lost in you? I'm on over all my cool for two. Wishing on you. Fuck astrology, can I be your boo? Who needs someone when I could get lost in you? I'm on over all my cool for two. Instead of stars, I've been wishing on you. I've been wishing. Fuck astrology, can I be your boo? Can I be your boo when I could get lost in you?
Okay, there we go. Let's get into it. Is it gonna work? It worked first try. Yippee! last time, I think we ended up here. And I could continue her story, or I could continue this part. So we found out that the detective guy went to school with this guy. And that, I think, was it her? Or was it someone else? Hold on. Person of interest. Hold on. How loud is the game for you guys? This is a little loud for me. I might turn it down on my end. Or I might just turn everything. Yeah, I'm gonna turn everything down a little bit. There we go. Wait. It was her son. His body was last seen, he was last seen being kidnapped by someone. Who? Does it show the guy that this guy interviewed? Nope. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, I have a feeling that the girl that her son was last seen with might be related to this somehow. But I guess we'll see her storyline first. Okay. It's been almost an hour since Richter left. He promised he would call if anything happened, but he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. Dangerous to go out, but I can't just sit here and let this opportunity pass me by. For Michiyo Shiraishi. So that isn't the same girl. But I think it might be the girl that she was trying to bring back. Because I think she said at least the first part of her name when we killed her as the boy. What is his name again? Shogo. Hated that. Made me auto look up. Off the chair. Read it. It's a newspaper. I guess I hardly ever read them myself. Over in years. Fact. I was glad about that. Less fuss. And the other genres. Looking at all the paranormal specials. good company, you have to get into a good university. Those universities has gotten fierce though. Are on the rise. It's too sensible to get mixed up in all that. I don't want to read anymore. It only remind me of him. Culture. Going to arcades to shoot aliens. Theme parks and video and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Foreign films and movies based on the latest bestseller. And folk music were all the rage. It's all about city pop and idols. Do you care about that sort of thing anymore? Have such short shelf lives now. Times are changing. I think I'm just too old to keep up anymore. It's young people who are leading the way with their modern worldviews. My generation will only fall further behind. Pollution. Remember how air and water used to be more polluted? The river was covered in scum from all the sewage and industry waste. So badly it would make my eyes water. I'm sick and it could be ignored anymore. I inhaled cracker crumbs. Oh god, that was awful. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the heat off because it's getting hot in here. And for whatever reason, my thermostat just won't ever turn off. No puff. Okay, there we go. Still filthy with gas and smog. Economy. To peak, we're moving into an era of large corporation. Understand from the sight of people are saying it could fall further. There's no denying how much the standard of living has. Areas it's common to own a car and an end. Supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Nothing but apartments before long. Like another world to me. Never once for this horrific. Local park just the other day. Hope it wasn't anybody I knew. News anymore, not since last year. It brings back bad memories. Suicide at the local high school. Oh, that's what she was talking about. Jumped off a roof about a week ago. Delayed, or maybe it was something about exam pressure. What? But no, this can't be her name. It was the same. It was the same girl. It was the girl that the curse bearer was trying to bring back. same girl who witnessed my son's kidnapping committed suicide last week. But that means someone who already died. And is that what he meant by a curse? My own. Maybe Richter will know. Won't he call? Oh, I haven't left it a hook, have I? Still hasn't. As soon as he calls, oh my god, he's calling. Hello? My residence? "2 a.m. The bridge. I think the game might be a little bit quiet on stream, so I'm gonna just turn it up a scotch. I am also gonna put this at that, because now we know for the puzzle. Here to the bridge. I need to tell you. It looks like there's someone standing there in the background. Same thing. Bring up my son. Hold on, let me take a look around. Let me look. Meter River. Filthy and horrid, but at night it is still looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? What you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right, should have guessed. Found him after he went missing, all alone floating in that horrible water. All I can think is how scared he must have been, how cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? I've come here every day since then. I prayed to the river to give him back, to give me back my son, day after day after day. You know, in olden times, people believed rivers marked where our world meets the next. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded. Edo. Whatever. The people of Chuo saw the Edo River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife, the same place. That same place would later become Honjo. Fear and revulsion, accumulated there and took root. Sprang up after the great fire of Reki. And just like that, Honjo is a part of the city too. Farmland into a town, and people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. And flooding, that's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. Contain all the corruption that had built up on the far shore through to our side of the Great Divide. Officially, there were a physical barrier, but unofficially they were a spiritual one too. So if I have this right, there's a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly, that's why the rite of resurrection is here rather than anywhere else. I'm sure of it. 7 mysteries and their curse have survived to the modern day. That would make the spot where we're standing right here over the what? The border between life and death. Bringing back the dead might be possible. I reckon it's here. And praying to the river that have done more than you think. Just to make me feel better? Just think aloud, ma'am. It's a nice thought. Okay, a class, a river that is part of the river system which runs through much of eastern Tokyo and empties into Tokyo Bay. During the Edo period, the river banks played a key role in transportation of lumber, used for construction. Its logistic importance. It was also a place for the common folk to gather and enjoy their activities. Seasonal flower viewing or river bathing, and there such things. The area became plagued with sewage issues when the surrounding environs were industrialized in the post-war period. But the situation has improved since. Many unique bridges span, including the Ryoda, I don't know how to pronounce that, which attract a large number of visitors as sightseeing spots. What are you doing, Puff? What are you doing? You're being crazy. What are you doing? He's giving me sup nods. He likes to go. And then I'll go back, and then he'll go. Puff. What? He didn't do it back this time. He looked away. The city and its people both having aided in its development. Countless works of art and literature. Okay. Good to know. One side and a freeway on the other. They're both deserted this late at night. For its distinctive blue arches and cutting edge for the time. Form and design. Down at the water. I wonder. I'll go first. What's up? Well, that girl, she's the one that was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping. That's her. Well, she's dead. She's what? Last week, that was her. Like that had happened. Never got the name though. Talk about bad luck. Finally get a lead, only to find it's turned into a literal dead end. It's the whole reason so shaken up. And he from beyond the grave. We're back where we started. Something, I'm sure of it. Having something to do with her death. And that's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. See, he knows more about your son's kidnapping. So I think I got a good idea of what he's hiding. Called a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. Care to take a guess? I can guess. Say for certain, but what do you think? Exactly my thinking. The kidnapping, he used that to blackmail her into doing his bidding. He made her feel so trapped she took her own life to escape. That's my read on it. How despicable. It's just a theory. Have another chat with Mr. Janucci. Please go ahead. Alright then. Connected to the Seven Bear looking for the curse bearers. I found a few candidates. A tall man I ran into in the park. Trying to probe him. He turned the questions back around on me. Looking for. Since curses were nothing new to him. About 40% sure he's a curse bearer. I saw on Southern Street. But this one, he had one of the cursed stones in his hand. Share about him, it was clear he was up to some shady business. I bet he'd make a good target. Next up is a pair, a young man and woman I saw around the bridge. Came up to me and asked me if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and left. Around there often looking for kindred spirits. I guess it would be my guess. Wait. What? It seemed like they were quite working as a pair. It'd be a decent idea if you can make it work. But with things being how they are, it's going to be hard to find folks who can trust, ones you can trust. Jesus. They've got brass though, I don't know what, but I'd like to find out. I've seen sniffing around. Police are involved? Not necessarily, but I turned up in the local park a few days ago to be looking into that. It was a curse that did the guy in, and if they were sending in detectives from the head office, that gotta be up. And you know where they're from. To know. Okay. This caught my eye. Found all of them in so little time. I really did hire the best. And the name, Dr. Kai P.I. No, wait. Extraordinaire. An investigator extraordinaire. That without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. You can blend in like a chameleon with any outfit. Well, that side. Sound most promising. I think it's still too early to make a move. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. That'll get the pot nice and hot. Didn't you want to tell me something? Want to say? The water. What am I supposed to do? Oh, that's right. This river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. When I was still a schoolgirl, much filthier than it is now, scummy and slimy and it stank. Look out over and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. Garbage. There's a piece of my missing classmate's hand. What? You stopped to think about it. You'd find a part of her that was still recognizable. Brought it away in the water. What was left would have an identifiable scar from the blade marks on the bone. What? Wait, are you talking about the murders? I'm impressed. Time? I really wasn't aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. Classmate of yours. Tori's case from over 2 decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student. The attention of authorities when part of a human left hand was discovered floating in the testing revealed it to belong to a missing female high school student and severed deliberately. Monster murder investigation, large-scale search of the river was organized, but the state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor and the stench was intense, and the divers quickly fell ill. Covering only the victim's head and what appeared to be part of her leg before the search was called off. As polluted as it had been, neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the human firework eventually causing the annual firework festival to be called. Over the course of the search, the police discovered a number of unidentified human bones stir among the public, as several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area, and it was feared that they had victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time, however, were not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased, unable to open any inquiries due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial, and to a halt until I don't know what that word means. What is that word? Hold on. Oh. hitherto unrelated individual came to its attention during questioning about a separate incident. Michika, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that have never been released to the general public. An investigation into his past was conducted, leading to his arrest. Snatched his victim from the street and confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop, which also served as his living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided she was a platoon target on seeing her walking alone at night. Keeping her locked up for several days, he restrained her, sewed her mouth shut, and severed her fingers and toes with a box cutter while she was still conscious. Silently behind her sealed lips, he proceeded to her wrists, her ankles, her elbows, her knees, working his way inwards slowly and methodically. Reminds me of that meme. It's talking about like forensic podcasts where it's like her arms were cut off, her legs were cut off, her eyes were gouged out, she was stabbed 47 times, her fingernails were ripped out. And that's absolutely what true crime is, like 90% of the time. And this is horrific. Bring in and out of consciousness her until she died of blood loss. Remembered the rest of her body. Dismembered the rest of her and disposed of it behind his home in the river before cleaning his storehouse. Cleaning his storeroom, returning to his everyday routine as if nothing had happened. His actions shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. I need to look up if this is like an actual thing. Hold on, what was his full name? It doesn't appear to be an actual thing, but that is like kind of wild. I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Really divulged the details was less willing to explain his motive. It'll only break tears saying, I don't know what came over me. I know it was wrong in the end. The police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Hello, gamer. Although his methods strongly suggest that he had committed similar crimes in the past, no evidence ever came to light. Still life in prison. At his first hearing, the sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. Okay. Wow. love how, like, all the other faces have been, like... and it's just him. Occupation, none. You in prison, bro. Hello, gamer. I hope you're having a good night. Or, well, I guess it's day for you. It's all a bit of a blur. Okay, just parting around me. Something like that. For the rest of her oh, man, I didn't catch that part. Must have sunk to the bottom of the river. But they only ever found pieces. I'm doing pretty good. Must have rotted and floated out to sea. So we've been looking for a fellow in the boat, huh? It's funny, everyone figures the river's filthy already. So one more piece of garbage won't hurt. Every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. Wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself. Last place anybody would go looking. Thinking, I suppose, used to be in a hurry. Moving to Tokyo and drove, some even ran away from their home to make it into the big city. Without a trace. In the river. Quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom. Be seen again. Oh, he's actually been really enjoying it. To me. Is that interesting? Millions of this river. Surface, there's no reason that you would. Surprised you know so much about the murders. How could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. Oh! Actually wrote me a thank you letter. They managed to bring into justice. Only time my father ever said he was proud of me. It wasn't the killer's day. He resents me for it. It's kind of terrifying. Awful memories of it. Something wrong since the murders. So it has. But I thought you might be interested in knowing. Doesn't always mean life. Offenders being allowed out on parole after 20 years. That would make so much sense. Of course, I'm impressed you know so much. Someone with a criminal record to integrate into society. Basically matching jobs and accommodations. Chickens. I would just want to keep the put it? You could be out on parole right now. Your new name with nobody any the wiser. Possible. But a big name making parole a few months back. I don't know if it was Nijima. Now, to mind. I see. How unsettling. That you mention it. I remember something too. What was it? A little while ago when I saw someone. But I can barely hear you over the game. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Oh, wow. I didn't realize how much, how quiet my mic was. It's turned up all the way. Weird. Hold on. Ah ba 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 ba. Just want to remember me of Nijima. Ah. Hold on. Let me see if there's a way to fix my mic settings. Yep, that should be fine, but it's not. After 20 years, much thinner than I remembered too, I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps it was him after all. Yeah, I'll turn the music back down. I had it up because it was a little quiet, but I could just turn it up on my end. Oh, not... I'll put that on 2. Put that on 4. That might be better. So, what's next? So the rest of the curse bearers are up to. From any of the 7 mysteries. The curse bearer will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. Alright. Suspend. So your situation has changed. Select resume. Story chart. Oh, okay. Is there any more stuff here? No. I don't know why my mic is so quiet. It's usually like my speaking volume is a lot higher. Hold on, let me see if... Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Is this better? Ah, ba ba bee ba 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 ba. Ah. That might be a bit better. I may also just like blow people's eardrums out. Hold on. Is it... Sounds the same. Ah. Whatever. I'm hoping just changing other stuff will fix something. So this has to do... So all the stories kind of coincide together. But But I have to do one of these before I can do this. So I'm gonna say probably hers. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe this will be better with the mic positioning, because I had it really far away. That should be everything. Now let's start. Ready for this, Yako? Yako. I'm ready. Hold on. She's a high school student. Class 2C. Suicide. Hold on. I am gonna be right back. One moment. Honestly, grown to enjoy more drawn aesthetics. I really appreciate the art style for this game. I'm not even gonna lie. I started looking into it because the premise reminds me of an anime I watched that they canceled it, and I'm still sad about it. But it has to do with like ghost hunting, and it's a similar style. But it's been really enjoyable so far. It is not at all what I expected in like the best way. But I'm gonna be right back real quick. I apologize. I gotta grab something.
All this distance got me crazy. I've been thinking about this lately, baby. I only see you through my phone screen. I'm waking up while you're still sleeping. Tell you that I think you're handsome. Instagram don't do you justice. Promise I'll make some time for us to kick it. But for now, let's just make plans first. I said cool, it's a weekday. I can kick your ass in bowling, that's an instant replay. Ooh, we on replay. I be trying to find you lookalike, but they just done it the same. Cool, it's a weekday. Think I'm falling for you, baby. I'm about to hit that upbeat. Ooh, but it's a weekday, and I got classes in the morning, so I gotta go to sleep.
Being far from you got me aching. Wishing I could fly to your location. I'd stay awake, but I see daylight. But I've been loving all the time. Can you place your bed next to mine? I know we got other things to do, but my days are better made when doing nothing with you. My duo all time, all night, laughing on my FaceTime. We may talk fictional, but you're my real life.
I could take you out sometime, but you counted on my Spotify. Baby, I've been saving for that one-way flight. But for now, let's play a game and kill some time. I said cool, it's a weekday. I can kick your ass in bowling, that's an instant replay. Ooh, we on replay. I be trying to find you lookalike, but they just done it the same. Cool, it's a weekday. Think I'm falling for you, baby. I'm about to hit that upbeat. Ooh, but it's a weekday, and I got classes in the morning, so I gotta go to sleep, baby.
Okay, I had to swap to the PNG because for whatever reason my internet sucks right now and it wouldn't let me connect my model again. For whatever reason, I have no clue why. Let me stop the music. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's alright. To investigate the incident herself, however, she was unable to make any further progress in feeling her student, Mio, to join her in performing a spirit board ritual. Now, I can't remember if she was saying Michio or if she said Mio when she died in the first run with Shoujo. Huh. Damn. I'll take a look and see if there's any, because I have Crunchyroll, so I don't use any free sites, but I know there's quite a few. They get a lot of them get taken down and reposted under like similar username or under like similar like website names, usually because of copyright stuff, because they have no fucking right to have any of it be free, but they do it anyway. So it might just be that site got taken down for now. But I'll take a look. Honestly, I think anime is a big enough spectrum of like of stuff that you will absolutely find something that you'll enjoy. There's like a little bit of everything there. I was actually talking to my dad about it. I think like 2 or 3 days ago. Cuz he's one of the people that's like, it's just cartoons, and I'm like, it's not just cartoons. I've seen some of the most brutal shit in fucking anime. It is not a child's cartoon, man. Like Grave of the Fireflies it's a Studio Ghibli movie. It is set in World War II Japan after I think it's just after World War II. Like after the bombings. And it is one of the most like heart-wrenching like war movies you will ever fucking see. It's from the point of view of a boy that was orphaned in one of the bombings, and it is it is so heart-wrenching. Oh my fucking god. I don't know why Studio Ghibli had to fucking do that, man, but they really decided, okay, I'm gonna make y'all cry today. It is so brutal. I still haven't finished it. I started it 2 years ago. I don't think I'll ever be able to finish it. It was so fucking sad. So sad. Born and raised, candy shop, and since the style showed. Despite her modest appearance, she was cheerful and vivacious. Sense of duty and compassion so strong that she is easily moved to tears. Some always prepared to stand up against those who harm her friends or family. that this readiness is chaos. Aside from weird lines they do sometimes. Yeah, I will say a lot of English dub, not good. I don't know about other dubs, but I know English dub, a lot of, unless it's like depending on the studio. And there are some that are fine, but there's a lot of things that get lost in translation. So that's why there's those like weird like power friendship esque like really bad anime dubbing. Oh no, I don't do subtitles. I just put up with the bad dubbing. I'm gonna be so real. But I'll watch just about anything. As long as it's not like super overly sexualized, like I'll watch it. Like one of my favorite shows, like I was saying earlier, is Ghost Hunt. The first 3 episodes are dog water. They're fucking trash. But it is one of the best pieces of like horror anime that I've ever fucking watched. Terrified the shit out of me. Oh, exactly. I have watched some of the most low budget animes that have the best fucking storytelling. And it doesn't even matter that it's low budget. Throughout since she was a child remains unbroken. This is the source of for her mother. Okay. Let's get started. This is how we'll be communicating. On the board. It's a city. Barely move. Story is so good. I feel that. Much as you can. What I say, okay? Word, please visit us. Your turn. Spectre of the Spirit. Oh. Good. Sorry about that, I'm back. Huh? It told me no. It doesn't know. know everything. Is the spirit really the real deal? Yes. It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. What is this place? H-I-G-H. High school. That's right. Very precise. Is it really you? Spirit board. No. Is it lying? Not quite. Call them when they're using the board. The place from one of the people participating. And to be nearby, I just felt like answering. The board. Oh, really? Disappeared. Do you mind if I call you Director of the Spirit Board? Yes. Thanks. Please and thank you. Oh wow. That's a lot. So, this is actually, I wanted to see, actually really quick, oh, you can't change oh man, that sucks. But, so, in a lot of, like paranormal animes and like stuff like that, they'll actually show, no, I wanted to look at the files, thank you. They'll actually show like, Seven Mysteries, new. All? Is it all? Cultigrade Spirit Board. They'll actually show. So this is in English. So this is like supposed to be like similar to like the like English Spirit Board. But Japanese Spirit Boards look really fucking sick, actually. And they're usually homemade like this as well, because they don't really sell them. I don't usually sell them, but they're really fucking interesting. They have a similar setup to this, but it's, I'm trying to find a picture of it. And they do the coin thing, but oh, the one I can't find one of the ones that I was looking for. So there's one that's similar to this. And then there's like a round one, like a circular one where it has like all of the kanji and like a circle, and then in the middle is like yes and no, and then in the middle there's like two rings. There's one of all the kanji, and then there's one of a bunch of numbers, and then there's yes, no, and then maybe, and then like another two, I think. But it's really cool looking. Hold on, I'm pulling up a picture of the one this one's modeled after. So this is what the Japanese style one looks like. That's like not made to look like it's in English. So like pretty similar, but obviously a little different because it has the kanji. At least I think that's kanji. But yeah, I thought it was sick as fuck. But there's another style that I've seen used that's like, hold on. Maybe it's called something else. trying to find the circle one. Real quick. Yeah, nope. Nope. I'm probably gonna end up finding a picture of it later. But it was really interesting. Especially the first time I saw it. I was like, oh, that's fucking sick. Okay. There we go. What is this girl's name? Me. That's right. Used to spell your name. How flattering. So that is interesting. That's something that's a little lost in translation. But I'm glad that they addressed it. Liking to you, I don't know how. About that. What is my name? No. Didn't even hesitate this time. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. In our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago. Really commit suicide. Did she? She didn't! So, it really wasn't. Believed it from the start. Important part. Oh, I'm glad it actually shows like a picture of her. Hold on. Sorry, I was drinking water. She was found deceased 1 week ago in a back alley off. Her entire body was severely contorted. Her entire body was broken and severely contorted. That sounds like a curse. Jumping from nearby apartment building, there was no suicide note. The police based their conclusion on interviews with her peers. She was an honor student with a good head on her shoulders and consistently excellent grades, making her a favorite among teachers. Although she appeared somewhat reserved, she had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. This does not sound like a student that would kill themselves like a week later. I mean, maybe. But like everything they're describing is like someone who has like a positive outlook and is like doing well in school. Too hard in keeping her emotions bottled up. Okay, that sounds a little risk overflowing. Following her father's 3 years ago and moving to the new house, avoiding Yako. Remained in the same area of the town and attended the same high school, and then gradually grew further apart. Friend but incapable of waiting. Life kept her distance. The days passed, and though to confess everything to the moment to do so never came. An old talisman. A memento of her father. With her at all times. Huh. I don't know about that. That sounds suspicious. I think she might have been killed by a curse bearer. Extremely mild-mannered. Welcome back, gamer. So, we just found out that this girl, get you caught up. There's a bunch of moving parts in the story. So she committed suicide. And her friend is using a spirit board to find answers about it. Because her death seemed suspicious. They found her body broken and severely contorted, which is kind of similar to how the people who are cursed die. But she was also connected to a crime. She was seen with a little boy who was kidnapped and then later murdered. And now she's dead. She was last seen with him. And then he was kidnapped and murdered. And you find that out through following her story. Which is that little boy's mom. Die in an accident. Yes, she did die in an accident. So it was an accident, not a suicide. Did she slip and fall from that apartment building? No. She didn't. What do you mean? She didn't die from falling from the apartment building? She did not die from falling from the apartment building. She was cursed. If that were true. Back alley in the apartment building. It was an accident, but not a fall. What happened to her on that day? Doesn't know how to answer. Where's the rite of resurrection? To bring back to life. I wonder. Oh no! Oh, that scared the shit out of me. What is that? Stop, I'm scared, Mio. I'll go before it's over. Hear it, stop. Shen, please stop. It hurts. Flowing into my mind. Fool's procession. To hear it. Depths of hell. Kill them. Those who hear this sound, kill them all. Required. Okay. You can use the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. Music would fade when one neared the canal. The source of the sound was never located. Many were of the belief that it must have been the mischievous tricksters behind it. Omio. Oh, the game's too loud to hear me. Hold on. Erg. Back. What did it say? It didn't repeat it. Now. Kill. Curse bearer. You strongly desire the right. Kill them. Okay, so it faded. We can go read the files now. Files. 7 mysteries. I didn't mean to click off. Fool's Procession. So, this was basically, you hear music, when you get close, it disappears. And everyone thought it was the Tanuki. But this is what actually happened. Omiyo stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine, and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she had joined the troupe, yet to enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. About them, she thought, I'll use this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and mask over her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd. Her breathing hastened with excitement. I've got to catch my breath. That's strange. I can't take my mask off. Salted her nostrils, so that's how it is. This could be true. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Her all today, and we have to keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, please, someone help. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain, and she begged those around her for help. The music stopped in time with Omiyo's heart. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, gamer, you have a good one. Oh, I didn't read this one. Dyed crimson, my home is burning to the ground. It's so hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burned up from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. Clack, clack. Is anyone there? Clack, clack. No one is coming. I'm going to burn to death. How did it come to this? Oh, right, her. It must be the work of that vixen who enchanted my lord, that witch, those hauntingly cold eyes that my lord dancing in the palm of her hand. So I was also taken in by her. How many innocent people did and under orders. This must be karma. If you bell, it feels like my head will split open. Right, the evening bell, that must be why no one can hear the sound of my clackers. I gotta do it louder. Clack, clack. Oh, that's so sad. Every time I read these, it's so sad. I kind of want to do this one. I kind of want to do this one. But I also kind of want to do, like, continue this one. I'm also kind of tired. What time is it? It's 4 a.m. be a kind of short stream. You know what? I'll start this one. This is the two police officers. 11 p.m. Former Suda Gardens. The crime scene is clean. Have all gone home. It's just us now. Back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. Get many visitors after everything that's happened. Okay. Love that kind of thing. Be lining up to get in. Popular right now. Sounds stupid. Rooted in science, but if it really did exist, we could ask them who the perp is. Sam, how I doubted it would be simple. What? Somehow I doubt it would be simple. The spirit board thing these days. Supposedly you can call the spirits and talk to them using the board, with letters on it. So interested. Let's give it a try. What now? Think. Moving coin across a piece of scrap paper. Sounds like you know all about it. It'd be, from now on, don't make me laugh. Listen up. Irio? Like the occult. If it was a ghost or the occult or what. Whoever did this, I'll get them. I promise you that. But I don't know if this is a murder yet. Your judgment. What did you say? Get too fixated on one thing and you'll stop seeing everything else. Aye, boss. No. Head straight home from here. All the info we gathered. And soak up the atmosphere. What the hell is there to soak up? Being like this. Being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way. Turn around on me. Not the weird one here. Cripes. Let's get this over with. Hi, boss. Really built as a part of the Dai was estate back in the Edo period. The city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. This time of night, quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. Think. I have a feeling about this case. My gut is rarely wrong. The moment we were dragged into it. About the case. So early in the morning yesterday, the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. There were no obvious external wounds. That is a cursed victim. And the evidence of a struggle means likely this was a murder. And they were tasked with the investigation. What happened and whether there was foul play involved. Hold on. think that about sums it up. His rank is sergeant. First time leading a case since he graduated from rookie to newbie. He acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. First division, married your work. God to me, for all the reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. Because it's true. Out of this, I did it. Like this, just the two of us is a dream come true. Happy to hear that. How should I put it? What is it exactly? Sure, you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. I do tell me you're going. That's exactly what I'm talking about when you run your mouth like that. You must be sleepy. You gotta have a fear soon. Yeah, I get it. About the victim. Division of Bureau. 27 years old, single. Juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. What was he like? We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He'd get a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he was the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and he wasn't the uptight type of cop. He showed empathy, and I heard that he was popular with the locals for it. With compassion, he had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was the top of our class. Took on so much, he had the most unfinished paperwork, too. We need... What? Like him to help us solve all of our unusual cases. Once he rose his life around and used his own experiences to connect with troubled youth as a police officer. Just a man who was rough around the edges. He was a passionate, loyal, and caring man at heart. His peers, stellar copy, results in his work in juvenile, but constantly sloppy paperwork and less than formal attitude doomed his career and had him writing formal apologies on the regular. He left behind a fiancée whom he had been dating since high school. That's really sad. You're plenty unusual yourself. And the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. He's talking about Richter Kai. He's talking about Kai. There was one weirder than you? But the occult. Heard about it? Are you talking about? Talking about it. That's a surprise. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this kid familiar somehow? Right in Honjo, and that maybe getting involved in the rite of whatever, or that record of fate. Oh, all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? This isn't a joke. Hold the rite of resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasies. It's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles. Got it? Detecting abilities all day today. Been wowed by you too. About the case. To assign to someone from the investigation division. Mine died, so it's important to me that, but it's all up to the higher ups. I'm sure they've got their reasons. You know something, don't you? Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it. Sure is the identity of the victim. It's been something special about him, right? Something he wasn't supposed to, some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? Shot, you know that? Would put the rest together yourself. Bottom of the suspicious. Okay. Bow to the victim. Police lot. And get back on track. His kindness forward said it was the first time he took his studies seriously. Kind of thing makes me wanna drink in his honor. Or my dead friend. Says, alright, you should aspire to become cop people miss when they die in the field. I think that I'll die. The one who misses me the most, boss. Won't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Investigation goes. Get yourself killed. Where's so I can't get together, kid. Sheesh, you're really something. Thank you. Parents died a long time ago. They're all alone, no siblings or anything. Huge, old-looking place. Seems super haunted. Lived alone. In a house like that. I was talking about old family. I'm sure things were complicated. That's a bias too. Never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't think much about it. One more thing. He was engaged. Talking about getting married. What was her name again? She was a beautiful woman. How terrible for her. Going on with him lately, we should speak to her. And his only confidant. I can do it tomorrow. But she was like, boss, what's wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden? Talking about them or anything. Are you single? Shut it. None of your business. Been thinking. All offers just to get married. Wonder why that is. Say anything like that though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. Huh. So then? Took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. She gave up a guy like you. Much too focused on work. Come home late, only to get called right back. It's dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad, especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Out of first. Sorry, too late by then. Be careful. Too much I can do is... It's not much I can do, is there? Nature of our job. Not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is. You have a daughter, right, boss? About her after all of that? Have some sense. How old is she? You want to quit, do you? You try to look so intrigued. On the edge, I think most men are intimidated by her. College. And love an educated lady. Stop that. What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own, though, huh? Must be worried about her. I don't know where she lives. Told you, probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think. Come on. It's not true. Listen here. Sure, you have a soft side. What up with you? We're done talking about this. That reminds me. It's been around the murder. You after our wedding. Didn't you? We studied the case in the academy. Remember talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested? All that was just cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. Think about it. There's someone standing in the background there. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it in the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. You're a man who committed such a terrible murder. The thing we may never have caught him at all. There was only one charge brought against him in the end. The evidence, I knew there was no way such a meticulous planned crime could have been their first, but there's no victory. He had the upper hand. Especially the victim's classmates. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm sorry. Went to the river, so that they cut it off. Cause of death. Until the autopsy is done. Acute heart failure for chronic illness. Could have been involved. Like that certainly seems suspicious. Belonged to an unidentified individual. Might be able to figure this whole thing out. The end. And his keys. So we can rule out mugging. Try mugging as big as him. Play a fair few fights in his younger days. Would have been pretty strong to take on Jime. 11 a.m. outside the park. Operating hours, of course. Early in the morning the next day. 4. Time in the first place. Isn't it? So after hours. Easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. Breaking and entering, but what do you think? Someone called him there. Just asked for no reason. Seems like someone else was here with him. They called him here. Does seem likely. Night. Someone here just to discuss something in secret. They got into a fight. Death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate spontaneous scuffle. Hart must have planned something. That mean intent to kill him. That was just some kind of accident. And things went south from there. Know exactly what killed him. Right. About the victim. Hey, boss. Turning. I want to know. Ring on the day he died? Well, 2 cases involved juveniles. That's suicide of the girl. Second student. Okay. With her the evening before the incident. She'd been in trouble for some time. That's the thing. To see her walking around town, she looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. She wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. Home and spoke to her parents, but there's no problem. What he could do. And now she's dead. And did her suicide then. He must have been devastated. Into her again. Happened to have driven her to end her life. Reported to the findings of his investigation. Something to do with his death. Row 2. What's the other case? Related to the high school student. Seems she's the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. See, fun. Multiple charges. Probably assault, battery, you name it. 6 months and she finally started to open up. The day he died. Oh god, it's problems. Worried about how she'd get on without him. Found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. Hero does their job, but I have to interview her too. Yeah, you're right. Says tomorrow. Let's talk to her. Lay a little boyish charm on them if they need convincing. Over a scary looking old man like you. Act like you respect me at least. I thought I was. Alright, new breed. It's me, actually. I don't think you can get away with that with other people. Were you even listening? Bit to look into tomorrow. Well, I believe that's it for tomorrow. Body found in the gardens. Time of death 11. Cause of death acute heart failure. Signs of struggle found at the scene. Okay. Nothing left to talk about. It's clean now. That about does it. Call for the night. See you tomorrow. Oh. What is that? You're telling me you're going senile. Terrible lie. It was that. Damn it. It was that case all along. Something over there? Grah. Going into my mind. Those who deceive. Hang up forever. Eternal darkness. Kill them. Kill them. Kill those who spread lies. Kill them. The evergreen beach. You can use it to kill. Intentionally mislead you. He deceives us with his so-called right of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark arts. Swing from a rope, they thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the garden of in the morning. Jinkichi is known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Matsuki class. While his life was wasn't always easy, he was optimistic and the type to smile throughout him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. Must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. Hold on. Okay. But dead men tell no tales, and people thought of him as a bad man, even in death. He hanged... What? What? He was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he'd ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crimes. But... why did he go from... like, being an optimistic dude to, like, dying and no one gave a fuck? There for days, till his neck stretched horrifically. He still etched on his face. It was clear he grew greatly as he died, his flesh marked with dark scars when the rope wrapped around his whole body. We do not fall, and neither did the man's body hanging from it. He was not at home. Another unfortunate event. The people held fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. Murderous impulses seeped into my soul like black tar. Now, kill. Do you hear it, Chris Bear? You who strongly desires the right. He doesn't, though. Kill them. And it also says... what's interesting is the... what was it? This one. It says in the beginning, he who deceived us with his so-called right of resurrection. So people with his false dark art swings from a rope. Man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the garden of the mansion that morning. So are these all, like, made up? Or did he just not have the right to resurrect? Boss. What's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Sorry. I'm fine. Bro, yes? I have some bad news. King Ann, isn't it? A bit of trouble on our hands. Bring some overtime. We're not going home tonight. What are you talking about? Okay, so that's really interesting. The story is developing really well so far. I am really interested to see how... I'm gonna save real quick, actually. Hold on. I'm actually really interested in seeing how the story develops. I'm really enjoying it so far. I wish I had streamed a little bit earlier so that I could play a little longer, but I'm really tired right now. But I'm definitely going to play more tomorrow, because that was really fucking cool. But yeah, you guys have a good one, and for